everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Eagles. With that, it's time to get up to Philadelphia as we welcome in our new broadcast team for 2016, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, a new broadcast team, new coaches, new quarterbacks. We've got it all here at Lincoln Financial Field here in Philadelphia. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Once again, I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and we have two teams that finished sub-500 last year. The Browns just 3 wins, the Eagles 7.
And let's take the Browns to start off. Once again, new leadership, new direction, new hope. They're trying to get back to playing football that's emblematic of the AFC North. And when you flip it over to the Eagles, they were so close to a playoff team last year and didn't quite get there. And they're in a division where any one of those teams can be the favorite.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries, was kind of held back, though, by that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is RG3. Now here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Now Griffin on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin caught left side. It's Barnage. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gary Barnage from 13 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And for Robert Griffin III, the first passing touchdown in a Browns uniform. Charles, so good to see him back out there, isn't it?
And do you think that maybe it was almost like a cleansing touchdown for him?
Oh, yeah.
This is a brand new start in Cleveland. Now he has an opportunity to go back to being who he was as a great player coming out of Baylor, his rookie year in Washington. Can he recapture that magic? That first touchdown, that eases the way.
penalty marker is down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The veteran safety, Dante Whitner, in on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now the Eagles lead back. This is Ryan Matthews. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe to be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. Look at the spin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Grant, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
So here's the Browns offense under first-year head coach Hugh Jackson. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
I think sometimes when you've had some rocky days as a starting quarterback in the NFL, people start to focus in on what you can't do or what they perceive you can't do. For Robert Griffin III, I say you remember what he can do and utilize those skills and strengths. I think you've got a legit starting quarterback in the NFL again.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 2nd down, Griffin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6. They'll come out in the pistol. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Griffin. Complete to Barnage. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Now a run for Barner. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, it's Wentz. This one complete left side to Green-Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Wentz now to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Griffin. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it. Oh, he coughed it up. And Barnidge has it on the right side. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And in 2015, Charles, for the Browns, 18 fumbles, most in the league. Another one here.
And each and every week when we visit with teams, the phrase turnover margin always comes up, doesn't it?
Always.
So it's no surprise that with that number of fumbles, they were 3 and 13 that season.
Hurts over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 45 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And the Browns getting set to go. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 23 yards on the play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. Their first crack here in the second half defensively. You always hope to set that tone, don't you, partner?
Without a doubt. Go out, stuff them on defense, and let everyone know that, hey, we are really ready to play here in the second half, because oftentimes you come out to start a half, and people see a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a dip after having been off their feet.
Second drive of the second half. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. This drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenjon Barner scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andrew Hawkins, 95 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Last year in the regular season, only 7 kick return TDs. We get a taste of it here in Week 1 in 2016.
And don't be surprised if that number of 7 falls this year, because every special teams coach that I talked with in the offseason all vowed to be more aggressive in their kick return game.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Aguilar has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to drop his man and pick up his first career sack in his first career game. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Room here to run. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On third down, Griffin. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and he's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Making the tackle, Stephen Tolick.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Griffin going to give to Johnson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return and welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Griffin on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Wrap up.
Still moving. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
If you volunteer to try and cover Corey Coleman, you're likely in for a long game because he can beat you so many different ways. And on that one, short pass turned into excellent yardage, didn't it?
It did indeed. So good. And we talk about you studying the draft, the 2016 draft. You saw explosiveness from him, didn't you?
Certainly did, and I saw from a variety of positions. He'd be out wide as a receiver, could come inside and work in the slot. But you know what they also did? They'd run him at tailback and actually hand him the ball on some zone plays inside. He's a terrific ball carrier, big time, and that's why we saw the run after the catch. It was so impressive there.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. avoiding the penalty. It's Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And out now come the Eagles. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw is RG3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Griffin will throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw again is Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Barnidge. He's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Once again, Griffin. Underneath for Johnson. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bring this. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And a Week 1 victory always...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gate.